Perhaps the only person happier then was Julio Jones, quarterback Matt Ryan, who joined us. Matt, first of all, how was it to get that monkey off the back, so to speak, and get Jones a touchdown?
It was cool. It was cool to be a part of it for sure. And the celebration afterwards with all of our teammates was that was fun to be a part of it and special. But it's been a year where he's opened up a lot of things for other guys, and he's been so unselfish throughout everything. And his leadership, I think you saw how big of an impact he has on his teammates by the way we celebrated afterwards.
Matt, the Falcons, it's almost been a tale of two seasons, even in this first half. You start off 1-4, and now you put together 3 straight wins. What changed?
Well, early in the year, there was just a lot of moving parts for us. We had some guys get injured on the defensive side of the ball and different guys coming in to fill in. And I think, guys have settled into their roles at this point of the season, and we've started to play a little bit better. And we've made a few key plays in situations in games that have kind of, sprung us to be successful. So we're just making more plays. Guys are more comfortable, and I think we're starting to become the football team that we're capable of being.
You mentioned those injuries, and it's interesting because you've had, I would say, more than your fair share, but nobody, of course, going to feel sorry for you. You have to go out there and play. But who sets the tone on this team in terms of not making excuses and staying the course?
Well, I think it starts, with Dan. I mean, Dan is so good at kind of creating a message for our team and for what we're going to do and how we're going to operate. And guys buy into that really well. But at the end of the day, it has to come from the leadership within the locker room, too, and your veteran guys, the guys that players look up to. And I think we've got some really good core leadership in our locker room on both sides of the ball. That we're a no-excuse team. We're going to go out there and regardless of who's up, we're going to play our best and be prepared and ready to go compete and win.
Up next for you, Cleveland. They've had a lot of changes. They also have a bright young quarterback in Baker Mayfield. What have you seen from him so far?
Well, just watching some of the highlights that I've seen, from throughout the year, it looks like he's made some tremendous plays, and he's got, all the talent in the world and can make all the throws, can extend plays. He looks competitive and tough, and I think those are all traits that are going to lead to him being successful for a long time.
All right, let's talk about a bigger matchup, shall we? The one on Saturday in the Heights, Clemson and Boston College, your alma mater. College game day will be there. I know game day was there at least once, I believe, when you were at Boston College. What advice do you have for anybody heading to the Heights?
It's going to be a fun night, that's for sure. Clemson's obviously, playing really well right now, but, I think BC's tougher than people might think. They play really good defense. Their offense has come along this year. They've played a lot of 3 tight end sets, so they're a little bit different matchup than most college teams, which I think makes it difficult to go against. But the fans are going to be loud. It's going to be a great environment, and I'm looking forward to watching that Saturday night. If
that's true of the Eagles, are the Falcons tougher than people might think, Matt?
I think so. I think we've got a group of guys that are battle-tested, 8 games through the season. We've kind of been put through all kinds of different scenarios. And the good teams and the tough teams that I've been a part of throughout my career are the ones that have gotten better as the year's gone on. And I certainly think we're trending in that direction, and our best football is still in front of us.
And in fact, a lot of folks say you really don't know a team until you hit the month of November. How differently do you feel, or what do you know now in November about this iteration of the Falcons that you did not know in, say, September?
Well, I think we're resilient. I think we've found that out through the course of this season, and that we'll find different ways to win football games, and that's the key. Some weeks it might be relying heavily on our run game. We've got really good offensive line and very good backs, that are capable of doing that. And other weeks it might have to be through the pass game offensively. But, we'll find a way. And that's important because depending on the matchup that you have this week and the environment that you're playing in, you never know how a game's going to shake out. So you got to be able to rely on both.
All right, my last question, a housekeeping issue. I know you and Sarah had baby twins not so long ago. Are you sleeping at all?
We're sleeping good. We're lucky. My sons are both sleeping through the night and sleeping really well. So there they are, in their Halloween costumes. But they're sleeping good. So we're very fortunate that that's the case.
Just about the cutest elephants you'll find these days. Matt, thank you. Congratulations again, and best of luck in the second half.
All right. Thank you very much, Wendy.